If you're looking for a present for a gym girl or a gym guy, this is the only video you're gonna need to watch. Welcome to my gym girl gift guide for 2024. I have been compiling this list throughout the year and I feel like y'all are gonna really like it. Now you may be thinking, Spencer, what qualifies you to make a video like this? Well, I love the gym, I love giving gifts, I like receiving gifts. I've been all over social media seeing what all the girlies are talking about. So I feel like I've got a good grasp of what people are gonna be loving if they unwrap on Christmas morning, or even if you wanted a little gift to yourself and you need some inspo, this is the video for you. I've got everything loaded up on my little app here and I am ready. Let's dive in. First up, I'm going to talk about workout essentials. Now these are things that I feel like are just, as you progress through the gym, you're more likely to want and use. First up is headphones. So I feel like this is a gift that you really just cannot go wrong with unless they've recently gotten headphones, and I would say maybe talk to them about it, but you really can't go wrong with a good pair of noise canceling headphones because the gym is busy, people are slamming weights, and like if you're anything like me and get overstimulated quickly, you need to kind of block out that noise. So my favorite ones and kind of top recommendations would be the Sony headphones. I'll pop everything on the screen as well, by the way. Yeah, I've got my Sony over-ear headphones. I really love them. And then recently I've also gotten Denon headphones, so they sent me a pair and I am actually really loving them. I haven't used my Sony headphones since I've gotten those through the mail. They're like AirPods but so much better because they're just in-ear headphones, but they stay in place, they don't fall out, and the noise canceling is actually like very good. Next up, I feel like you can't go wrong with gifting a cute new gym bag. So there's so many different like styles of gym bag you can get. You can get a backpack or like a tote bag, and there's so many different brands as well that you can get. Also, if you want to see what I keep in my gym bag, make sure to check out my what's in my gym bag video. I did one a few months ago. It's pretty up to date. If you want me to do another one after the holidays, maybe I've got some new things. Next up is something I'm passionate about, and that is water bottles, because I think the cuter your water bottle, the more likely you are to drink a lot more water. If you know that this person you're buying for or yourself is struggling to drink a lot of water, new water bottle will do wonders. So I love like the Hydro Jug, kind of like big 2-liter ones. Those are quite fun. Or like a Stanley is also quite nice. One thing I know gym rats cannot have enough of is shakers for like their pre-workout, their protein shakes, and you can get really cute ones like stainless steel ones, or I just use these ones from ESN that work super well for me. Now I want to talk about this one because I'm actually so passionate because I bought one for myself and I feel like it's a perfect gift for anybody regardless of whether they go to the gym, and that is a little milk frother, like electric whisk. They just are so fun. You can use it for so many things: coffees, milks, teas, pre-workouts, proteins, creatines. Do you see how many I just listed? That's literally 7 things right there. The world's your oyster, baby. Get them an electric whisk. Next up, we're going to talk about some lifting accessories that I feel like are just sometimes nice to either get if they've not had them before, or also just get them a new, nicer, kind of more functional pair. So next up is lifting straps. I feel like lifting straps is such a great gift to get for somebody, especially if they've not used them before, because sometimes people can be hesitant about spending money on smaller things like that they're like, will I really need them? But if you get them for them, they'll actually use them a lot more than they think they will, because I don't know, lifting straps for me are an essential. Some people are like, oh, don't use them, like you're weak. Don't listen to those people, okay? Don't listen to them. Next up is something that I actually don't have, but I have been considering getting for myself, so if anybody's watching and needs to get me a gift, is chalk. So obviously if you're not a lifter, you put it on your hands and it helps with your grip for the barbell or whatever you're doing, pull-ups even. I've used it at events before and I'm always like, oh my god, maybe I should get some chalk. Next up is a barbell pad. I feel like you can definitely use the barbell pads in the gym. Some gyms have them, some gyms don't. I just use this one from Amazon. It's served me well for the past 4 or 5 years. Haven't need to get a new one. It's not ripped, torn, anything, so definitely would recommend. Next up is gloves. So I have unfortunately shredded the living hell out of my calluses before at an event, and I am, yes, still traumatized. So I definitely use gloves if I'm doing anything where I'm kind of swinging on a bar. Now maybe most people you'd say aren't swinging on a bar, fair play, but it also just does a really good job of protecting the calluses, and I know some of the girlies don't really like having the calluses that are here. Next up is a weightlifting belt. So again, this is something that some people are like, oh, you don't need that. I personally really see the value in having one, especially as you start to lift stronger and heavier weights. Like protecting your back is such a really good thing to just kind of get in the habit of once you go over a certain weight threshold. I can go over that in a different video as well. But yeah, there's loads of really great options. I got mine from Titan Armor Sports. That's what it was. They actually sent it. It was one of the first PR packages I'd ever gotten, and I've been using it ever since. Really great. I think you can get them on Amazon, but there's loads of different brands as well. So this is kind of a unique one. Well, is it unique? I don't know. I think so. It's foam rollers. So it's something that some gyms, again, they will carry and allow you to have, and some gyms don't. Mine personally don't have foam rollers. I wish they did, because you can just roll out your muscles so nicely, give your back a little crack. I've got one here and I don't bring it to the gym with me because it's a bit bulky to kind of like transport, but it's quite nice if I've got like a particularly like sore spot to just be able to like roll it out at home while I'm watching Netflix. Next up is specifically lifting shoes. So again, this is something that I would say if you're not doing like squats and deadlifts regularly, then I would say you definitely don't need these. I've recently gotten a pair of shoes that I use for squats and deadlifts that have like a little bit of a platform in them, and I have to say it's actually made a really big difference, and they've got really good grip, so I feel like I'm able to lift a lot heavier with the deadlift. Squats, I don't want to talk about. I hate squats, okay? Don't ask me about it. I won't talk about it. And last in this category is resistance bands. So this is again something that I didn't really get until later into my fitness journey, but I really wish I had, because if I had resistance bands, I probably would have started my pull-up journey a lot sooner. Piggybacking off of resistance bands, you can also get like warm-up bands. I think they're like physio bands, they kind of call them, and they're just so handy for warming up, doing like even just like face pulls and just getting your muscles warm without working under like a lot of weight, but it's still a bit of resistance. And they come in lots of colors as well. I've got a pink one, she's pretty cute. Okay, next up we're going to be talking about apparel and activewear, because I feel like this is a really good opportunity to get some people some fun stuff. I feel like you can't go wrong with a cute little matching set. So some of my favorite activewear brands at the moment are Oner Active and AYBL. So I feel like the Empower range from AYBL is just super cute. The colors are nice, the fit is good, makes you feel like that girl in the gym. And then Oner Active, such good quality clothes. Like the clothes are so soft, and I feel like it's activewear that lasts as well. So it's a really good investment. It's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like if you get your girl an Oner Active set, oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. In terms of what to actually shop, like the ranges, what I would say is AYBL, the Empower range, so either the top, the shorts, or the leggings. I really like all three. And then for Oner Active, I've actually not tried that many stuff from Oner Active, but I just have loved everything I have tried. So the Mellow Soft t-shirts, like the little like baby tees, I am obsessed, because you can wear them in the gym, you can wear them out of the gym. They're just so cute and comfy. And then the Seamless collection, I think, is the leggings and the shorts that I have, and I have them in black and a navy blue. I feel like I have tried some of the lighter colors and they're quite see-through. I don't know whether that's like a me problem. I don't know. Speaking of things to get, another thing that I feel like nobody loves unboxing more than like a comfy tracksuit to wear. So I feel like AYBL has got such cute ones. I really need to get my hands on some of these. And then I've also really been liking Sisters and Seekers for hoodies. I've not found sweatpants that work really well for me, but some of the hoodies just have such like a nice structure to them that they're so comfortable and so great. Kaya the Label as well does really great hoodies. You know what? People hate on it, okay? People hate on socks, but I think socks are some of my favorite gifts, because there's things that I just don't really like to buy for myself. I don't know why. It's like socks and underwear. I just never buy for myself. So every year for Christmas, my mom buys me socks and I love it, okay? They're fantastic. My favorite socks for the gym are these Adidas ones. They're the perfect thickness, the perfect height. They wash super well. Shout out to you, Adidas. Okay, now I want to talk about some things that are kind of like aesthetic, cutesy, girly for the girly pops. So some people love a gym towel, some people hate them, but I feel like you can get these cute little like embroidered gym towels with like either like your name on it or like a motivational message like Slay Queen. Maybe you wouldn't want to have a towel that says Slay Queen, but I feel like a little towel with Spen, that would be so cute. I feel like another thing you can't go wrong with is scrunchies and claw clips, and just like hair ties in general, I guess, but I feel like scrunchies are just a bit cuter, and claw clips as well, especially the big ones that you can actually fit all your hair in. I'll link the ones I use in Amazon down below, because they're the only ones that I found that have actually like kept my hair in, and that's even when I had super long hair. Pretty long now, but it used to be down to my bum and it would stay up. So I know, big words. Next up is headbands. I feel like headbands just kind of give that aesthetic vibe that you're looking for. Like, you know, those moody days where you've got your hair up, headband, headphones on, just like in the zone. Headbands for sure. I feel like if you're a Pilates gal, getting like cute little like ankle and wrist weights that you can use, or like those like cute little like dumbbells, if you're like doing home workouts or home yoga things or home Pilates, I feel like those are really cute. And same with like a new cute yoga mat. That wasn't even on the list, but it should have been. Another thing that I think is such a cute little gift is cute aesthetic little like bowls and mugs and glasses and things that they can like use for like a little like granola bowl. And again, this isn't like specific to gym people only, but I feel like it just makes the whole like post-workout little bit of food so nice. Or like when you're having your pre-workout, having a cute little dedicated glass for it. Use your electric whisk. Oh, don't get me started. And then I think as well, you can also get like a cute little journal that that's dedicated for tracking your workouts if you don't do it on your phone, and kind of romanticizing that. You can get them little stickers and the water bottles, stickers for your gym bag. Got so many options. So many options. Okay, next up we're gonna talk about recovery and kind of self-care tools. Other than like gifting like an actual massage to somebody, which I think is a really good idea, you can also get kind of like more of a reusable massage tech. So like a Theragun, or even like that like shoulder thing that sits on you and massages you. That is on my list at the moment. And you can also get vibrating foam rollers that work really well as well. Next up is Epsom salts, or kind of like bath salts, or just anything to kind of romanticize their bath time and just having like a nice soak in the tub, because Epsom salts are really, really good for muscle relaxation and just overall recovery. And I think it could be a really great gift. To go along with that, I'm thinking you could also get some like scented candles or a little incense, something to just kind of like set the mood a little bit. There's nothing better than having a candle that fits with the season. So in the winter, it could be like a nice Christmassy smelling candle, and then maybe also like you could get a few, one for each season, so they can kind of have candles to burn throughout the year. Next up, we're going to talk about nutrition and kind of like meal prep tools. Of course, I couldn't make this video without talking about protein powder, because who would I be not to? Getting people protein. It's something that they are gonna get anyways, but just taking that kind of like financial burden off of them and just like being like, hey, like I've gotten you like your protein for the next few months. Enjoy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's a very good gift. Same thing goes for protein bars. My absolute favorites are these ESN designer bars. I warm them up a little bit in the microwave and they are literally sensational, and I don't say that lightly. So if you haven't tried them, try them. Now, I have to say we are moving up in price, okay? I feel like the price of the next things are kind of going up a bit, because I'm going to be talking about kind of like appliances, more like smartwatch gadgets, that kind of thing. So, okay, if the person you're buying a gift for doesn't have a blender and has room for a blender, I think a NutriBullet or anything like that is such a good option, because there's so many things you can do with a blender that you might not even realize, other than just like making smoothies and smoothie bowls. But you can also make soups in it, obviously not the cooking part, like the blending part, like shred some oats if you wanted to make a baked oat recipe. All really, really handy if you have a blender. Next up is something I do not have, but I want very, very badly, but I don't know if I have like the space for it in my house, and that is a Ninja Creami. I have so many friends who have Ninja Creamis, and I see it on their stories all the time, and I'm so jealous, because you can make protein ice cream with it, you can make smoothies. So maybe just get them a Ninja Creami instead of a blender. Everything in one. Hey, now that's an idea. Next up is an air fryer. So again, I know these are kind of like bigger gifts, but if you are looking for something of like real like substance and value and they don't have an air fryer, again, I feel like it's something that I didn't use for ages because I didn't have one, obviously. And then the second I got it, I was like, oh, this is actually very, very useful. Things cook so much quicker, and you can get pretty cheap ones as well on Amazon. So yeah, not a bad idea. I say not a bad idea as if I didn't literally make this list. Next up is a food scale. So again, this is something that's so like simple and basic, but actually makes such a big difference in somebody's day-to-day life, especially if it's one that works really well. So I've got one that I use right now from Amazon, super cheap, super helpful, and it just helps me stay on track with my fitness goals. Next up, I feel like you can get some really kind of cute wooden, gold, metal accessories for the kitchen. So like serving spoons, spatulas, that kind of thing. I feel like they just kind of go with the vibe, or even like the wooden spoons that you can have like your smoothie bowl with. Kind of hopping on from that is glass meal prep containers. This is something that I've been wanting for so long. Are glass meal prep containers necessary? No. Would they be fun? Yes. I also feel like you can't go wrong with a good cookbook. Like that's such a cute little gift full of all of these recipes that they can try. Maybe you can try them together. Okay, next up, we're gonna talk about kind of like subscriptions, productivity, trackers, that kind of thing. So first up, I feel like a smart device is really, really helpful. So I have an Apple Watch. Oh my God, literally, where is it? Oh, I took it off to charge it. That was so confusing. Anyways, I have an Apple Watch. I absolutely love it. I've tried Whoop. I really don't think it's worth the money at all. But I think if you're like a runner or somebody who's really wanting to go a bit more in depth with the metrics, especially around running or swimming, I would say maybe like a Garmin could be a good idea, but I'm an Apple Watch girly through and through. Guilty as charged. Next up is a set of like dumbbells AYBLs are just weights for them to use at home, because there's some of those days where the last thing you want to do is drag yourself to the gym, especially in the winter time. So having some home dumbbells could be a really great option as well. Now, this is another thing that I've like had my eye on for so long, but I sleep with an eye mask, so it kind of negates the point, but is a Hatch alarm clock. And essentially what it is it wakes you up with the natural sunlight effect. So again, I wear an eye mask, so it really kind of negates the point of me doing and having one. But if I didn't, oh, I would get one so quickly. Another really good gift is the Productivity Method by Grace Beverly. There is the physical version and there's also the digital version, and it's basically just a planner. Nothing too crazy, but I really like mine. Okay, I know I said that I was going to talk about subscriptions, so here are some subscriptions that I think would actually be quite a cool thing to gift somebody. So, ClassPass. I feel like this is such a great way, especially say they've just moved to a new city or they're looking to kind of get out more and explore more in their city. ClassPass is such a good option because you can try out so many different classes for such a little amount, and especially if you've already gifted to them and it's free. Another thing that I think would be a really great gift is a Headspace or Calm app subscription, or any sort of like meditation app. I think would be really great. Next up is like a Spotify or Apple Music or even an Audible subscription. So just kind of taking that, again, that financial burden off of those few months where it's just like, or if they've not done it, say they're still using the free version of Spotify, just get them the Spotify Premium. I promise they're going to love it. I need to do this for my mom. Okay, everybody, that is everything on my Gym Girl gift guide for 2024. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope this has given you lots of inspiration to give some amazing gifts to the people around you. And of course, remember, realistically, in this world, you don't really need that much more than just like love around you and good people around you to actually be happy. So these are all just things to add to your life, but they shouldn't be the things that you kind of like draw self-worth from. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I love you. Goodbye. Sorry, you have to